Maybe when it comes to estate planning itself, maybe you can share some of your experiences, right? So I think one of the more common things that are happening around lately is to protect the vulnerables, right? So when it comes to estate planning, one of the key concerns is that when one of your beneficiaries is actually a vulnerable, like an elderly parent or a young children, right? Especially when in this today's society, right, where scams are getting a bit more sophisticated, when there are more and more such cases around, right? I believe that this is one of the things that you would have encountered a lot of times when people talk about leaving their estate or their monies to this group of people. So what are your thoughts about it?
Of course, when you see on the newspaper, there are so many scam cases, right? Elderly being scammed. Not just elderly, even, young people, okay, will get scammed as well. But not just the scammers that we need to protect, our loved ones against, but also what about family members? Okay, I have a case where I have this elderly who the relative has set up a trust for her. Okay, so put all her savings into this trust is to take care of her own welfare. Okay, as she grow older, maybe in future, if she falls sick, the medical, expenses in Singapore is pretty high. So all these monies are kept inside the trust, right? While she's not using it, right? So the money can go into some generate some interest or some fixed income. Okay, so when she needs it, right, then the trust can disperse this money to her to take care of her welfare or to take care of her medical needs, right? So for many years, she has not, request for any funds from the trust, right? So suddenly one day, she requests for quite a huge amount, all right, a substantial amount. So, and when I asked her for the reason, then she told me, is to buy some IT gadgets. Okay, so that kind of amount, it doesn't wait. Okay, to purchase those IT gadgets. So immediately, as trustee, we are quite alerted, right? So I call the family members and find out actually what happened. Why is she requesting for this amount to purchase this kind of IT gadget when she's already like maybe almost 90 years old, right? So then I found from the family members that, actually, her niece, nephew, there's this nephew from her side, has been asking her for money. Okay? And she has already gave up, her savings, almost all her savings to this nephew. And the nephew reminded her that, hey, you have some money inside the trust. Ask the trustee for money. Okay? So that's why she called, okay, and give us this excuse, okay, in order for the trust to disperse money to her. So immediately we know the cause. So it's not just scammers. So sometimes it could be, preventing vulnerable like her, okay, for unnecessary or unwanted, okay, or people from demanding money from her, even her own family members, right? So a trust would be able to protect vulnerable beneficiaries like her, right? So if she needs money, we can always disperse the money. Even for medical, we pay directly to the institution, right, for her. If she wants money allowance, we can disperse to her. But that money allowance would be able to, it has to be justified to her living style, her way of living, right? So in this way, the trustee is able to protect the vulnerable, okay, through trust, okay, for, unwanted demand, even from scammer and from her own family members.
I think what you guys are doing is actually a very important role. It's like a protector, right, to the retirement funds of someone, right, who actually save. I think it's pretty a substantial amount, I guess.
Yeah, it's quite a substantial amount.
That's why the family members actually trusted you guys to actually help to safekeep these monies against